Hey everyone, and welcome back to On the Couch. Joining us now is Allison and Kat, and they are both actresses in the Vagina Monologues.
Yes.
How are you guys doing?
Great. Wonderful.
Glad to have you here. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the Vagina Monologues, what they are?
Well, basically, there was a woman, Eve Ensler, who in around like the 1980s decided that she wanted to start up a cause against women's like domestic violence against women. And basically, she traveled all around the world to women of all cultures, religions, ages, ethnicities, and backgrounds, and basically was asking them not necessarily about their vagina per se, but more about themselves as women. So about their femininity and how they are like as women in their own cultures.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And how long ago did this start?
It started actually off-Broadway in New York in the 80s, but actually came to Rowan about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. So I know you guys probably hear it a lot when people say vagina monologue. What's that? Like, why do I want to come to that? So could you just say like something that would make people want to come and explain it a little?
Well, it's not necessarily just about vagina, despite the fact that some of our monologues are purely about vaginas. There's a lot that are about women's experiences in the world, from the United States to all the way on the far ends of places you probably couldn't find on a map.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of contemporary issues that are still problems, like rape and domestic abuse and female genital mutilation, where women do suffer, and I feel as though most of the youth of our area is sheltered.
Okay.
And it's kind of a wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. What's the feedback you guys have gotten from this?
Well, actually, it's a lot of times we like try to promote a lot and try to get people to come, but actually it's more of a population that comes while the performance is happening, and they get really engaged by it because it's in the pit and the student center, so everyone's walking by and they're like, oh, what is that? I want to check that out. And a lot of times, like, you just have people who are just standing around, and we do get a lot of feedback from it, like the positive feedback. It's like, your monologue was really powerful, it was really funny, like you never hear anybody say the words that you're saying, like nobody has the guts to do it except for us, you know what I mean? And someone's got to say it. So.
Yeah, you guys are like definitely standing up for a good cause.
Absolutely.
And so to get involved with the Vagina Monologues, if I could say it, so how did you guys get involved with this?
Last year I heard about it on a Facebook event, and one of my girlfriends of mine, she just dragged me with her for moral support, and I ended up auditioning, getting a part, and loving it. So
Cool.
Mine 2 years ago, one of the editors on the literary magazine here was the director. So she told Literary Magazine about it. I went, I got intros. I was not the most pumped, but then since last year I've been getting the monologues and finally get to go on stage this year, which is both terrifying and exciting all at once.
Yeah, what kind of preparation went into this?
Basically, we started out auditioning usually like end of January, beginning of February, and it's usually once a week on Sundays, and we just sit there and we basically just go through all the monologues. We're trying to get like the true feeling of all the monologues, and the thing that we always have to remember is that it's not our story. We're telling another woman's story, so it's not that we're playing a character, it's that we're actually just trying to give a message out. And we practice once a week. We try our hardest to work rehearsal during the week, and then do a lot of make sure we know our timing and everything like that. So, but it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Awesome.
I like all the girls.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you get to meet new people through it, and
absolutely.
Is it nerve-wracking at first?
I would say so. Yeah.
Or
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what the situation is. The first time you stand up in front of a group of 20 or 30 women and start talking about vagina, you do feel a bit strange.
Yeah.
Because normally that's not a day-to-day
It's
activity.
not a social norm to talk about your vagina.
Right.
No.
So,
Especially not while enunciating.
Vagina.
Yeah.
But now I love it.
What kind of like pushes you to go with it, to go through with it?
Well, it's a great cause, and also it's just like I personally love performing, and also it's performing for a good cause, and I love the girls that I meet. The director is amazing, Alex Vogelson. All the girls that I meet are just fantastic, and they're all from freshman to senior, every major you can think of, and they just definitely try to bring in a diverse group of people. So.
Okay.
Cool. Do you guys travel and do this, or do you just do it at Rowan University?
It's just at Rowan, but
Just
that's
at Rowan?
actually a really
I
good
want to travel now.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll travel in the future.
Maybe you never know. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Would you be willing to give us a little taste of your monologue?
If they're ready for it.
I think we are.
Okay.
And what is your story that you're telling?
It's called My Angry Vagina, and it's basically it's a little dated, the monologue itself, but basically it's a woman complaining about society's norms about vaginas itself. Okay. So
all right, well, take it away.
All right. My vagina's angry. It is. It's pissed off. My vagina's furious, and it needs to talk. It needs to talk about all this shit. It needs to talk to you. I mean, what's the deal? An army of people out there thinking up ways to torture my poor, gentle, loving vagina, spending their days constructing psycho products and nasty ideals to undermine my vagina, mother.
That was great.
Thank you.
That's an intense. Your vagina's angry.
Yeah.
It is. It's pissed
mad.
off, you
Your
know?
face is a little flush. You're like,
I know, I really get into it. You know?
Yeah. I like how you guys like really get into characters. It does involve like a lot of acting. I can see
Yeah,
that.
definitely. And like you said, you love performing. That came across in your in your performance.
Thanks.
And what would Kat, what would you say really kind of pushes you to go forward with it? And
Well, I've always really been into women's issues, and that's more what drives me. I'm one of the people that's very anxious on stage all the time. I mean, I'm nervous being here, so.
Oh.
But I think it's really important, and that a lot of people are afraid to talk about their own personal things. So sometimes it's easier to watch other people give stories. And I think it's a great voice for women everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck with this event. And when is it going to be in the pit?
It's going to be Tuesday, April 24th at 9 o'clock. Doors open at 8 in the pit, Student Center. Yep.
All right, everyone should definitely check that out. Boys and girls, everyone is welcome
Everyone's
to come.
welcome.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming. And we will be right back with Stone Baby on the couch.
1, 2, 3, hit it!